What we're going to do here in Photoshop today is we're going to change the eye color of this subject right here really quickly. So what we want to do is we want to zoom in. So I'm going to hit my Control 1 to zoom all the way in there. And now that I'm zoomed in here, I have our eyes where I want to focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my elliptical marquee tool here, and it's very important to make sure that you have the selection here as far as add selection versus new selection, for the simple fact that we're going to make two selections here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a selection of her eye really quickly, and it doesn't have to be really perfect. It's just most of the eye right over in there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our adjustment layer, and we're just going to go with a black and white adjustment there. And her eyes did drop out there in reference to black and white. It doesn't necessarily look like it, but trust me, it did. We're going to go over here to the green filter under the presets, and I have a whole entire course on presets here on Photoshop. And when I close that out right there, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here and just make sure I'm on this layer right here. I'm going to select this layer. It's just a personal preference. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my solid color adjustment layer, and I'm going to select the color here. So I can go over here to the green. I can select the really bright, vibrant green right there, and then I'm going to hold my option key, and I'm going to create a clipping mask. Now she looks like an alien. It looks really crazy. But we're going to go over here to our adjustment layer right over in here, and we're going to come down here to the color adjustment where it drops in there a lot better. And you can see I missed some of the brown there. You can go back and adjust that if you decide you want to. Right here on this layer mask right here, go ahead and get my brush, and I can never remember which one is going to do what. So right here with the white brush, I'm going to just hit X to bring the white brush up. I want to zoom in just a little bit more so I can really see what I'm doing here. Readjust my brush here, and I'm going to just paint right there on that layer mask to make sure I have all of the eye that I want to select right over in there. We can get this brown down in here. Let me come over here, make sure I just get the eye right over in here. Okay, and like I mentioned before, doesn't have to be perfect. However, you just definitely want to make sure you get all of the eye. So now what we're going to do on this layer right here is we're just going to just bring our opacity down just a little bit where it kind of matches a little bit. The fill opacity, we can bring it down a little bit, and you can see how it just kind of drops right in there. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to zoom out to a normal size that the image people will be looking at the eyes, and you can see here that our subject now has green eyes. And you can also at the very end here, if you decide you want to, you can go a curves adjustment, and you can just make a curves adjustment to kind of tune more in on the eyes. The eyes will jump up a little bit more as you make your adjustment with the curves adjustment there. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me know what you think about it, and talk to you guys later. Peace out now.